Yo, 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 it's your boy. I am here once again with Uno Mas. So we got a breakdown for Spawn. Ooh, the lethal legend himself, Toesface Killer himself. Man, I mean, well, look, man, Spawn is, this character's fucking great. Like, everything aside, how good he ends up on the tier list. He seems like he has some tools. He's not terrible. He's not the worst in the game. He's not super low tier, but I don't know where he's gonna end up on the tier list. But this character is fun, man. Like, if nothing else, buy this character. If you don't buy any other DLC characters, buy this character, because it feels like they designed him a different way than they design most characters in this game, and you'll see it throughout the moves and the variations and stuff. But he's just fun, man. He's just fun. Like, I have a lot of fun playing. I might main Spawn. I might pick this game back up and play him just because I have so much fun playing Spawn. So anyway, we're gonna do a Spawn guide just like we did Joker guide, just like we've done a few other character guides, because this character is fucking great. He's super cool. So the variation that I have, it says Hellraiser. That's a base name, but it's just variation 1. It's just variation 1. The other one is actually the Hell Spawn tournament variation, which is variation 3. I want to get these two out of the way because variation 2 is the one that most of this video is going to be about. I think that's the best variation, not necessarily for the same reasons as everyone else, but I think it's the best variation. So with that being said, let's go over some Spawn, just some general stuff, right? So what type of character is Spawn, right? I know a lot of characters you're gonna get tired of. I say, oh, he's a footsie character, like Joker's a footsie character, like Sindel's a footsie character. I know that gets tired, and like it seems like everybody's a footsie mid-range character, right? But Spawn, I wouldn't say footsie. I would say he's a mid-range with punishing character. So like this move. So I practiced Spawn to get a feel for him. I did a lot of his towers. I'm almost finished with those. I played a lot of matches online with him, like ranked matches, to get a feel for him against different characters, to get a feel for, you know, how that kind of stuff goes. I don't really care if I win or lose, even though I won a good percentage of them. It's not about winning or losing. It's about seeing how the character works in those situations. Like, what do you do when Sonya jumps at you? Sonya spams projectiles. What do you do if somebody's rushing you down? What do you do if somebody's trying to zone you out? Like, you get a better feel for how the character is. So, one thing I want to say is, so Spawn in Variation 1, well, I guess this is kind of stupid. I guess I'll talk about that later. We'll do a little bit of his normals and then Variation 1 stuff, because 2 and 3 can do some things 1 can't, and then, you know, 1 and 3 can do some things 2 can't, etc, etc, etc. So that's some of his universal stuff. You know, buttons. That's a sweep. Sweep is super good. Look how far away that hits from. Like, round start sweep beats a lot of things. Like, I tried to do round start 3-4 once and got hit with a sweep. Like, round start sweep is a true tactic. It's not super punishable on with, so you might be okay. Yeah, his back one, 13 frame mid. Look at the range. I know it looks like it doesn't hit from round start, but like, you get a tad bit closer. Wow, okay, maybe a little more than a tad, but still, from that range, having a mid that's 13 frames that hits, that's great. 16 frame mid that does hit from round start. I know it's not doing it every time, but it's also a forward advancing button, so I can be here and do that, right? So I can do that. You can dash cancel it before they even see you dashing, so that has a lot of range. And this will also catch people jumping. So if somebody does wake up jump, wait, let me program him, because I want to show things. I don't want to just say it and you're like, oh, it never worked for me, you know what I mean? You see how, like, I still got both hits? Like, I still got the same combo I would have got if he was on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, these are the little things like that I think are really important that nobody's going to talk about. Like, maybe 1 or 2 other videos on YouTube will talk about it, but like, that's like the in-game shit that's really important, because how often do people wake up jumping at you? Probably a lot, right? You go against a Kung Lao or something, they're going to wake up jump. Now, this variation doesn't have a launcher, but just imagine that situation when you do have a launcher. So usually with a lot of characters, if they do wake up jump, like, they won't eat a full combo for it. They'll get a few hits. Some characters can full combo, other characters can't. But Spawn can, and the other thing that's really important about it is he can do it from this range. Whoa, he can do it from this range, right? So, damn, I don't know what's a good way. If I knock you down with sweep, right? And then I go into that. You know what I mean? If you did wake up jump because you got some breathing room, you still might get hit with both hits and launched into a full combo. So it's not the safe option or safer option like it is with a lot of situations. So that's some little things you gotta think about. Like Spawn is a whiff punish character. He is a whiff punish character to the T. And I know there's a lot of characters who you think mid-range, foot T, whiff punish is all the same thing. But no, Spawn is a whiff punish character. Like even if you jump and I do this, you still get bounced. Like that second hit will bounce you if you're in there, if you're in the air, you know? Like he's good at that. it's a really good strength of his, and it's part of why I really like this character because I've been looking for that. I can't think of many other characters, if there's any at all in this game, that have long range normals, like good long range mid normals, like that's good for whip punishing and converting. Like in Injustice I played Green Lantern, right? Injustice 2, his lift was kind of garbage, but Injustice 1, right? From this range, I don't care what you do on wake up. You press a button, as long as you don't do something invincible, if you jump, I can lift, grab you, punish you. You know what I mean? So like that level of whiff punishing you for jumping, for back dashing, for hitting a button, like Spawn is that guy. And I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but his whiff punishing is probably the best in the game. Like he doesn't have the fastest normals, right? He has a 7 frame down 1, which is cool. Down 2 is 10 frames. His sweep is 13 frames. That's pretty normal. His down 3 is 8 frames, which is nothing great. And look at the range. Look at the range. It's kind of buns. His down 3 kind of sucks, and it's plus 15 like his down 1, but that's just so he can jail. That's just so, and apparently Shao Kahn can't do this. So they really need to fix that. Every character in the game, where are we at? Every character in the game is supposed to be able to do this. They did this a few patches ago. They fixed every character so you can down 1 and jail into a high, right? I don't know if throws work. Yeah, it doesn't work for throws. Yeah, but you know. See how that makes him stand up and he can get hit by the high, whereas the high would whiff? I know that's not nothing new, and I'm not teaching you that, but I'm just explaining why that's, you know, why that is what it is. Anyway, yeah, so his down 3 sucks. His down 4, the range is nothing to write home about, and it's 11 frames, which is not crazy fast. If it hits, it backs him away. It's plus 16, but, you know, like, say I hit it from here, I'm not hitting him with that. Hit it from here, I'm not really, well, I can. It's like range dependent, right? Damn, that's really not coming out yet. So those are nothing great. His jabs is fine. His down 1 has some good range though. Down 1 has some good range. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so you know these are like his buttons, his normal stuff. Jump kick's cool, blah blah blah. Anyway, let's get into some variation 1 shit because the variation 2 stuff is what I'm dying to get into. So low gunshots, always good to have a low special. Force people to block. It can hit from about this range, yes. That range a little bit. Cool thing about it is, you know, you EX it, boom, 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 boom. Here's the really cool thing about it. Here's the really cool thing about this move. Watch this shit. Look at his health. Look at his fucking health. That's 10% chip. 10% round start, If I do round start, whoop, and you block it off, 10% chip. I mean, I'm not going to do that because it's minus 21 on block, which means I'm full combo punishable by a lot. But, you know, from this range, if you do it long range, you know, like what if well, yeah, I don't know. Now, I should say that there's a gap in there. So between this and the EX, there's a gap. I know you can jab through it, you can jump, but if you jump, sometimes you still get caught by the follow-up bullets. So unless I'm doing it like right in your face, you're probably not going to jab punish it. You know what I mean? I don't know how big the gap is, but mind you, there's a gap there. So this isn't like spammable. Like I can just do this and you can't do shit about it. No. This is something I would advise doing when somebody's super low on health, like less than 5% health, about to die. Then yeah, you want to whip that out. Bam. Or in a combo, right? Or in a combo, because this variation doesn't have it doesn't have a true launcher, so you can do this. You know what I mean? You can do, that's a true combo, like, but it's not really the best for that, because you have this, down back 3, which gives you more damage, and this move is great, by the way. Look at this shit. That shit is basically Green Lanter's lift. Hits from round start, no further. And it's a restand, right? So back 1, 2, 2, 4, restand. You're +4. I think in some instances, I think you're +5, but yeah, some instances you're +5, some instances you're +4, whatever, you're plus. Some people won't respect it though, try to jab out, mash down 1, and if they do, just hit them. Because if you hit them with a down 1, you're +15. And then you get, and if they press anything, if they press anything and you say you do that and they press something right here, boom, 29% crush and blow. So 1-1 back 1, I mean 1-1 back 2, if you hold it, bam, there's a crush and blow, right? So something to think about, little mind game for you. But another thing I like to do, right, so right in the combo with that, right, I immediately back up, and I play variation too, so it's a little different with the combos in this variation. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. But I'm usually a little further away, but then after I restand them, I just back up. That's it. I just back up and see what they do. They whiff a down 1, they whiff a button, they press something. People don't like to block in this game, right? People do not like to block. So imagine, it's a restand, boom, we'll punish you again, and now you just lost 50-something% of your life. You know what I mean? So this down back 3 is really good. This move, it has its uses. It's also a low parry, so you can hold it. It only did that because I have easy crushing blows on. The way to actually get the crushing blow without easy crushing blows on. Whoa. We're gonna record him. Alright. Damn. That's how you, whoa. That's how you get it. You have to parry something. You have to parry a low though. So that's the thing. That's my beef with it, is that you have to, it only parries lows, right? It only parries lows. So nobody's down 1 is a low. They do down 3, down 4, sweep. It'll parry that, and you can cancel the parry. So like if I do this and then I parry a low, I can cancel it, and it's so little recovery that I can continue a combo, right? So I can start a combo with this low parry. I'm not gonna do it in this video because I think it looks cooler than it really is. It's not that practical, because like once you know this character and you know that this shit is a low parry only, just down 1, do a mid, like, you know what I mean? You don't have to do a low. You don't have to do a down 3, a down 4 that hits low. To just do a mid. So I don't think it's that good, but I do think the gunshot itself from certain distances is good, especially the EX, because that chip is nuts. Anyway, this gunshot is more of a far anti-air gunshot. My beef with this variation, honestly, and this move, is that this replaces his regular projectile, and it's not better than it. It's just not. It's not better. It's slower, has a weirder arcing high hitbox, it's easier to dodge, and I know you get this on EX, which is great for chip, but in neutral, this shit is not that good. I just don't think it's that great. I mean, this variation has its uses, but yeah. And then we have dive kick, which is almost, well, it's always negative and almost always unsafe. So, you know, let's make them block so you can see what I'm talking about. Bam, -14. I'm trying to make it safe as possible. -11, I think, is the best I've ever gotten it. -14, -11, too far, -13, -13, -4. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Frost has a dive kick that can be down to, I think, -5 still. It used to be able to be -1, but they nerfed it. So yeah, that's all the variation specific moves in this. He's got some other moves. Is he blocking? Yeah, so take him on block. So he has this move, which doesn't launch normally, but this armor breaks breakaway. So, what can we do? Put the opponent on breakaway. Damn. Yeah, so it breaks the armor breakaway, and if you EX it, well, if you EX it after they break away and you armor break, it launches them again. So this is a normal launch, nothing. Damn. Yeah, so then you get another full combo. So it's really good for crushing blows, like down 2 crushing blows. They try to break away and you do that shit. Because you do that and then they have no defensive meter and they still get launched again. They get relaunched. So that's really good. That's something this variation has, the variation 2 doesn't have. So 1 and 3 have that move, this move. And it's really good for that situation. That's the thing though, like Spawn, I'm gonna just turn easy crushing blows on because it's easier to demonstrate it, right? Damn, I'm really bad at this shit. Hold on, 1 second. Bruh, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. See, so if you break away, you eat 41%. And I highly doubt that that's even optimized, but just as an example, right? So this variation doesn't get as good damage as variation 2. He just doesn't, but he can kill your breakaways. So he makes you not want to break away, and if you do break away, you eat way more damage, like you do. But it's a read thing, right? If you read that they're gonna break away, blah 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 blah. It's the same with like his throw crushing blow. I can, you know, that's 39% if they don't break away. If he does break away, it's more damage. So it really goes in line with his crushing blows really, really well. So it has that going for it. So this variation, I won't say it's bad. I just think variation 2 is better. But anyway, let's go to variation 3, right? I have that move targeted because I was trying to see how negative it was. Anyway, so this one, instead of the swipe, the restand, he gets this low. Now it's unsafe on block. That shit is what, minus 32. Now the EX version is safe, but I'm not sure how that gap works. Like if flawless block changes it. But it's technically safe on block. But it's one of those things. If you do it like that, it's definitely safe. But like, don't, you know, let somebody kill you with this. I just lost to somebody doing that. And I was like, I know that's not real. I still don't know how to deal with it yet. But yeah, so that's one of his main moves in this variation. I do not play this variation. There's also this is throw. Well, I have easy crushing blows on. Sorry. Yeah. Huh? You can turn invisible after that. Vanish hold. There we go. And then you get invincibility, but it costs a bar of defense. Invisibility is good. But honestly, every time I played against somebody and they turned invisible, I just back up, back forward 1, EX. Because if they duck the first hit, the second hit, they're going to have to block and they're visible again. Like, it's that simple. So here's the regular projectile, the variation 1 loses out on. This is a lot better. It's a lot faster. I know it's still a high, but it's better arc. And then EX is a mid. Like, this is just a way better projectile. His zoning game is good with this. And you're not even really trying to zone with Spawn. It's like a neutral tool, right? Having a fireball is always good in a neutral. It's something for them to respect. You don't have to just walk your opponent down to your optimal range. And then, you know. Yeah, he also has a war club. He has that low. He has that. And then he has a stance. Normal stance. Bam is a mid. That's unsafe. He can go low with it as well. I just don't think this variation is that good. It has some gimmicks with that into a low instead of that into an overhead. But these are like day 1 gimmicks. It's, I shouldn't say that yet because it's too early. 21 frames, let's see. 14 frames, yeah, you can fuzzy that and block the overhead. So this variation just isn't for me. It's cool. If you like it, cool. But I just think that the best variation is variation 2. I think, and I know the one I picked says Inner Demon, but this one is the one, the variation 2. This is the one I play, the one that a lot of people play, a lot of people say is the best, and for good reason, man. Like, oh, let me get to player one side. For good reason, man. Like, I highly doubt that's optimized, but it's 34%. Let's a simple jab punish, right? One bar, 29%. Easy peasy. I decide to burn 2 bars, it becomes 353% off a simple jab punish. Off my 16 frame mid that goes from round start. 1 bar, 32%. Like, you get the idea, and I'm sure you've seen the combo videos from this variation off throw, crush and blow, off down 2, crush and blow, off all that shit. Like, he just gets a shit ton of damage. He also has his flight. Whoa. Damn. You know, so I can fly into some shit. Flight is cool. Sometimes I just jump and fly out of the corner. I don't know if that's, like, you can definitely be hit in flight mode. Somebody can jump in air to air you. If you're low enough, you can get down to. So be weary about it. But yeah, having a launcher is really, really big for Spawn, because Spawn has, he's so good at whiff punishing, like from all this area, right? If you press anything from all this area, like, you're susceptible to being cape slapped. You know, like, you just are. And then that hit confirmable. Whoa. Hit confirmable. Like, he's got some stuff. This back one too is not really, because the second hit is punishable. The overhead is negative, what, 21 or something on block. So don't let people do this to you. Minus 12. Oh, it's only minus 12? Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it was way more punishable. That's not terrible. It's unsafe on block though, so they can jab you, punish you, blah 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 blah. Honestly, what's likely to happen? What's very, especially, in a small mirror, they'll just do 1-1 back 2, crush and blow you for 30% unbreakable. You know, some characters can do shit like that, so be wary about that. But this is also unsafe, the restand, but you should not be using this in neutral. If you're using this in neutral, like, you're a madman. Like, I feel you, but no, do not do that in neutral. So, like, when I first looked at this one, I was like, wow, he's unsafe god. Like, this is unsafe, back 1-2 is unsafe, like, the charge, the launcher is unsafe. Cool thing about charge is, it's slow as hell, right? It's 21 frames startup, but it's a mid, right? So when you're trying to, like, zone a little bit, got a life lead, you don't want to really commit to anything, you don't want to do EX fireball, or maybe you don't have meter, so you're doing fireballs, oh, he can't EX, boom. Just charge at him from half screen away. It's not a good tactic, but every now and then you'll catch somebody. If you got the life lead and you can spare a breakaway or spare 30% health, sometimes you want to take that risk, you know what I mean? But yeah, Spawn, oh man. His whiff punishing, and it just leads to so much. Look at that, it leads to so much damage. Like, I think Spawn will struggle with characters that are like rush down in your face, hella buttons, like never giving you room to breathe, but he has good mobility. Like, I can't wave dash to save my life, but if you can, I'm sure his wave dash is great. Like, his block dashing is, his dashing is good, his walk speed is good. Look at his walk speed, bro. You can down one, back up. Like the Scorpion shit. If you played Scorpion, man, y'all better switch to Spawn so quick, because he has everything except the teleport. Like, he's a better version of Scorpion without the teleport. And just, I don't know, man. Now, his weakness, his fastest string that isn't a high is 12 frames. Like, I would say mid, but it's a low. You know how most characters have like a 9 frame, 10 frame, 11 frame mid. His is 12 and a low. It is hit confirmable, but you gotta dial it all in. So you gotta do 4, 4, 1, 3. You have to do it all, because if you just do 4, 4, 1, nothing will come out. 4, 4, 1 special, nothing will come out. So you have to do the whole string, visually confirm it. Kind of a pain in the ass, but once you get used to it, it's really not that bad. Visually confirm that it hits, bam. And look how easy that is. the non-optimized version, you just down 2. And that's another thing that's really good, right? If you're like, oh, he's gonna break away. Well, my bad. Just as an example, he's gonna break away. Boom, 27%. And like, even if he doesn't break away, you get 27%. If he does break away, you get what you get. But a lot of his combos are like, well, maybe not that one, but like even if he doesn't break away, that's 30%. Just for you doing the, you know, the I think he's gonna break version of it. Now they can break away a little earlier than that before you get that chance, but it might not. Breakaway don't always come out as soon as you want it to happen. If it takes an extra few frames, you get it down 2. But yeah, sweep, all his normals, not all, but like his sweep, his back 1, his forward 2. These are like the normals you're gonna be using a lot. When I first looked at Spawn, I was like, oh, you're gonna have to use 4-4 a lot because blah blah blah. This is fast as blah blah blah. No, I'm not using 4-4. I'm poking and I'm backing up. I'm like Spawn isn't the poke, throw, poke, down one, or stand one, poke, throw. Sure, you can do that, but that's how the character is. If I poke you with Spawn, I'm backing up. I'm backing up and I'm doing this. But the thing is, don't just use this willy-nilly. Use this as a whiff punish. When you watch somebody whiff a button, you backing up, you're just watching them. You backing up, you see them press anything, then you hit them. Then you hit them. And then what that does, because your opponent doesn't know what you're doing, that opens up this. And he's going to wait for you to do the overhead, right? And this just says -11, I get you. But you're going to land that a couple of times. Back one in the throw, you're going to land. Because he's waiting, there's a pause in between these two, right? So he's waiting for the overhead. Or you can do back one in the back one. I've done that. You know what I mean? Or back one in the forward 2. Because like once they realize, oh, he's just doing back one, he's not gonna finish the string. They're gonna start moving. And then they move, wham, bam, and like I said earlier, they try to jump at you, wham, bam, bam, you know. Like, Spawn is all about whiff punishing. Like, he's 100% everything I've been looking for in the character. I've been having a blast just whiff punishing people. Look at that sweep, -6 from this range. Fam, -6 from here, I'm pressing buttons. Because I'm not really minus. Like I am, but if you jump, I'm down doing you. You press a button, back 1, 2. If you start trying to back up, I'm checking you low. Like, I'm checking you low. That's what I'm doing. There's an ender to that string. It's 4, 2, 1, oh, up 2. Which, I don't really do. I've seen people do it, but that shit is -14. Hell no. I'm not doing that. Spawn can punish it. Other characters can punish that shit. I just do this. If it don't hit, it's my -6. That's how you hit confirm this string, right? For those of you who may not know what hit confirming is, I'm not pressing none because he blocked it. He blocked it. I'm not pressing none. That time he got hit, bam, full combo. Hit confirm. Use your eyes to see if he blocked it or hit it. Blocked it. You blocked it. You blocked it. Damn, come on. There we go. Yeah, so hit confirm. But anyway, if you can hit confirm, you can play the mid-range game, you like whiff punishing, pick Spawn, man. But even if you don't, that's not your playstyle, this character's just fun, man. He's just fun. Pick him anyway. Maybe you'll like the variation 3. Maybe you'll like the command grab variation. Maybe you'll like the gun variation. Maybe you want to low flash parry in a combo. Maybe you want to do that to people. I don't know. Maybe you want the war club for breakaway armor breaking. Oh shit, I forgot. This move, back forward 2. This shit is great. This move is great. You can cancel it too. Cause defensive meter, but fine. This will make people weary about throwing projectiles against you because from this range, it'll grab you. And it'll punish most projectiles, right? See how it says punish? And then if you do punish it, you get a crushing blow. Now that's 370 in this variation for 1 bar. In the other variation, when you do that move, you get a lot more damage. I just don't have a good projectile to show it against because he doesn't have this move. But yeah, this move is great. canceling it sometimes, like, it'll make them, like, when you're in this range, it'll make them not want to throw projectiles. Because if they do, you can parry it, and if you parry it, it's also, hold on, 1 second. Also safe on block. So if you're charging this up and they don't do anything and they just block it, -4. Now they can move and whiff punish you, yeah, like this shit has hella recovery. But the point is to use it against projectiles, and if you think they're just trying to whiff punish, cancel it. And since it's a defensive cancel, look how fast your meter goes back up. You know what I mean? So it's really good. Like, don't forget that you have that move. Please don't. That move's really good. I forgot to talk about it a little earlier, but that shit is great. But yeah, basically that's Spawn in a nutshell, man. Character is super fun. Way more fun than I thought he was gonna be. Like, most people just like him because of 90s nostalgia, and I feel it. I've known who Spawn is since I was a kid. Watching HBO as a kid. My parents are gone. Like, oh wow, what is this show? It's got naked women on it. But that in comics. But anyway. Yeah, most people just like it because of that, but yo, if you like this playstyle like I do, I don't give a shit about his lore. I love this playstyle. I'm playing Spawn. I mean, his lore is cool. He's a very interesting character. I don't mean it in that way, but it's just super funny. This shit's +7. It's not that great because it's so much pushback, but, you know, +7 is +7. We'll take it, I guess. I think it's probably best to shoot a fireball or something, because the fireball will come out 8 frames if you do it right. Anyway, if y'all got any questions, leave them in the comments. If this video helped you out, if you liked it, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. Please stay safe, stay in the house if you can, play a bunch of Mortal Kombat, become the best Spawn player in the universe. Since we already know the Runny virus is out there, you don't want to catch the Runner. Be safe. I might make more videos, man. Subscribe for more content, por favor.